All right, here we go. Got another gameplay going today with Red Black Sabo in OP14. Here's the deck list right here. Here we go. So who do we got? Okay, Blue Purple Luffy. We're going to go second. This is a good matchup. OP11 Blue Purple Luffy versus OP13 Sabo. We are going to keep this opening hand. I do like having our 6-cost Sabo. I like having a play on our 4-Dawn turn. We will have to just pass our opening turn because we don't have a headquarters or a searcher, unfortunately, but that's okay. They swing in 6k at us right away. We're going to take that first hit, and then they get out a 3-cost Zoro Juro onto the field. Let's go ahead with our plan, play our 4-cost Koala, and we'll pass. So this is a tough matchup because with Monkey D. Luffy being a 6,000 power leader, we're not going to be able to really start swinging at their life until we start transitioning from the middle game to the end game. So we just have to make sure we're not too slow to start. We are going to counter out of this first attack and anticipate they're going to land a second stronger attack at us. Don't want to go down too much life too early. Luckily, our Koala does have a cool on KO effect where we can play a 6-cost or less Rev Army character. So they swing straight at our leader, 6 coming at 4, we take that. And they just pass, leaving 6 Dawn standing. Very interesting. So let's go ahead with our plan to play our 6-cost Sabo. Give it +2 cost and attach a Dawn to our leader. We'll swing 6k at 4k at their Zoro Juro. They take that hit. We're going to swing 7k at their leader and see how they decide to take this hit. Very interesting they decided to use no Dawn on that last turn, but I guess they didn't really need to. They take that first life, so we'll pass it. Our opponent, 8 Dawn turn, starting off. Okay, they get a Don Quixote Rosinante onto the board. They get to trash an event card from her hand and draw 2 cards. They also get to set 2 Dawn cards as active. Okay, so do we want to block out of this attack and counter? Or do we want to just take this hit? I'm going to just take this hit. Try to get a little bit more resources. We only have 1 card in our graveyard, so unfortunately, we're probably not going to be able to get this Monkey D. Dragon going. So let's see what we want to do here. It is our 8 Dawn turn. We have a hack we can get on the board. We could get our blocker Sabo onto the board. I think we start trying to land some big bodies onto the board here. Let's go for a Monkey D. Dragon, attach 2 Dawn to our leader. Let's utilize 6-cost Sabo's ability to attach another Dawn to our leader, making him 9k. First, we'll swing in with 6k. They counter out. We'll swing in with 9k at leader. They do counter out with 2 2ks, and we'll swing 10k at leader and see if they use a counter event or if they take this life. They do use a counter event. They use Thunder Bagua for plus 4,000 power, plus a Mr. Tubon Curry for an extra 1k. We're going to leave our blockers standing, protect ourselves a bit. We're going to use some counter on this turn to fill up our grave and try to get another Monkey D. Dragon onto the field. If all goes well, we will counter out of 1 attack and then block out of our second attack and utilize our Monkey D. Dragon to bring our 6-cost Sabo back onto the field. That's sort of the game plan here. That is what we're going for. Now, we do have a Stussy, so our backup plan is to Stussy their Sanji because they don't utilize Sanji's ability to get another 9-cost character on the field. That is clutch for us. They swing 7k at us, and that's just an easy block. We just block out of that one. So they pass. So I think in this case, we will go for the Stussy play because we still don't have enough characters in our graveyard. Although, to utilize Stussy, we would need to KO one of our characters. So actually, I'm going to take that plan back. I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to maybe get 2 blockers onto the field. Let's go ahead and start with 5-cost Sabo. We draw 2 and get to trash 2. We'll trash one of our Stussies. We'll trash a Bello Betty. Okay, all of our characters are now KO immune. Very clutch. Let's activate 6-cost Sabo. Give a Dawn to our leader. And we're going to start swinging in here. So we'll start with 6k. 6k to the face. Our opponent counters out with an event, Gear 2. So that's just a 3,000 power event. We're going to swing 8k with our leader. They counter out with another event. This is Gum Gum Giant, so they do get to trash 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Okay, and then we will swing 10k with Monkey D. Dragon. They have no Dawn standing, so I imagine they're going to take this life. They do take that life, and we will end our turn by playing a hack for just another blocker. So now we have 3 blockers standing. They still have 1 life. We have 2 lives, so we should be protected. We do have a lot of counter in hand. So this game plan isn't typically how I roll with Sabo. Typically when it gets to late game, these 4-cost, 5-cost blockers just stay as counter options in hand, and we try to just spam the field with Monkey D. Dragons and 6-cost Sabos. Maybe we'll get one of those smaller blockers from our trash if we don't have a 6-cost Sabo readily available. They start with the Mr. Tubon Curry coming onto the field, so he will be a strong attacker for them. They start by swinging 8k, and do we have a 6,000 power character to replace it? We do. Okay, we'll take that hit. So we got a 6-cost hack, just a stronger hit. Okay, so let's go ahead and block with our blocker hack, and then we get to remove their Mr. Bon Curry straight from the field. So that's kind of a mistake on our opponent's part for playing the Mr. Bon Curry before swinging with their characters. That allows us to easily block and KO it. We'll see how they decide to end their turn. If they're going to get a swing in with Rosinante, they do not. So it is our 10 Dawn turn, and now I'm thinking about a Stussy play, but again, we'd have to KO one of our characters to KO this Sanji. So do we want to do that? We could play Koala here, bring this Sanji down to 6k and just like attack into it. Their leader is plus 2,000 right now, so it might be risky to try to go all in and try to swing at their life. So let's go ahead. Give the Sanji negative 3,000. We will activate Sabo to give our leader Arrested Dawn. And we will start by swinging 8,000 at the Sanji. Alright, the Sanji dies, so we're going to swing 8,000 at their leader. Okay, and we're going to go for... Let's go for a pretty big swing here. We're going to swing 14,000 at their leader right here. They take that life. So do we go all in and try to get the game here? Or do we leave 2 blockers standing? I'm going to play it safe here. Leave 2 blockers standing. We have a very wide, very strong board. We have a Waxing Fist in hand, so we can be aggressive with our counter. We'll see what our opponent does to try to defend themselves this turn. They are using leader ability right here. Okay, they get a Sanji and a Goldie Roger on the board. So here we go. They make their leader plus 2,000 again. They 8,000 power leader. They'll be swinging in. They swing straight at our life. And I think what we'll do here is block and give them a 1k counter. Easy enough. Easy enough. So do we go all out and try to win the game right here? Let's go ahead and attach 1 Dawn to our leader. Start with an 8,000 power swing. Okay. I think what I am going to do here is get 1 more Sabo onto the board. Because I know our opponent will have a lot of counter cards in hand, right? And I'm not trying to just blow the game by swinging all out for them just to have enough counter to survive this turn, and we don't have enough to protect ourselves. So I am going to leave another blocker up this turn, but let's go ahead and utilize both of our 6-cost Sabos, attach 2 Dawn to our leader. Okay, we'll go and attach 1 more Dawn, and we are swinging 10k at 8k, 10k at their leader. So they use... What did they just use there? I'm actually not even sure what they just did to counter out of that. Okay. Our opponent does counter out of that attack. So let's go ahead and attach 2 more Dawn, and we'll swing 12k at their leader. Okay, they do counter out. They have 3 cards in hand, and we are going to pass the turn, leaving 3 blockers standing. They have 3 cards in hand. They do have a pretty strong board right here, but we have blockers to protect ourselves. So this is the battle right here. Our opponent's hanging on. Our opponent's putting up a fight. We're being careful not to try to swing a haymaker and leave ourselves exposed for a counterattack. So we're not trying to get KO'd in one punch here. Not when we have such a strong board. Okay, they play a Gear 2 event. They swing 8,000 at us. I think we can go ahead and block. Not block. Counter. Protect our hack. This is so strange. Why is this... Okay, wait. We'll counter... Or we'll block this one. Block that one with our Sabo. They swing 10k at 6k. Okay, this one... We are going to take this hit. And then they swing another... Why is this Gear 2... card in their characters? I'm not familiar with this card. Okay, they swing 10k at 8k. So yeah, we'll have to let our hack go. I think either way we were gonna block out, so we were gonna lose a character no matter what. Okay, I think here we just gotta swing all out. Can they activate this card? Let's go ahead and play a headquarters. We'll ditch one of our Monkey D dragons and just try to get a little bit more counter in hand, I suppose. Really, it's a free Dawn because we're going to utilize Sabo to attach a rested Dawn to our leader anyways. Do the same with Bello Betty. We get one more Waxing Fist to protect ourselves if needed. So let's give our character +2 cost. And I think we're just going to be swinging pretty heavy here. Let's start with... a 10k, 11k swing at their leader. Meant to swing 10k. Okay, they counter out of that. We're going to swing 8k at their leader with our Sabo. They counter out of that. We're going to swing 12k with our red Monkey D Dragon. They counter out of that, and we're going to swing with our 6-cost Sabo, and that will get the dub. So that game definitely had a action-packed ending there. Both of us building up our boards, but ultimately Red-Black Sabo able to stay ahead, pull out the dub. I'm confused why this Gear 2 is on the field, but maybe someone can comment and explain. Again, I'm still learning this game. I've been playing for a couple months now, so still many facets to the game to learn, but I'm having a blast. Super excited for OP14. We'll be back with another one. Peace.